oxygen outages have resulted in deaths. What's the solution to enhance the medical infrastructure in terms of beds, in terms of oxygen supplies, Dr. Shetty?
Rajdeep, first of all, everyone criticizes the government. It's very easy to criticize. I'll tell you, the number of COVID patients what we have currently, no government in the world can manage. You leave alone American government, you put American government, British government and all the European countries, they will not be able to manage the number of patients what we are saddled with. Okay? And I have done a lot of my homework to assess what went wrong with oxygen. Believe me, government has done a phenomenal job. They have moved heaven and earth to give oxygen to people. But the difficulty is from 900 tons of oxygen, if it goes to 9,000 tons in few days, there is no logistical system available to shift that much of oxygen. We may say that, okay, all the steel factories produce abundant oxygen, but only 3% of that oxygen can be transported. They are in the liquid form. And there are less than 1,500 tankers which can shift. And these tankers cannot move more than 30 miles per hour. And most of the oxygen producing steel plants are in the Western India and Eastern India. And most of the COVID patients are in Northern India. These tankers have to move 1,500 kilometers. It is a Herculean task. I know they have used every possible means to give oxygen, but still people are dying. I know, I feel sad that we couldn't save precious life because of the oxygen, but that is the nature of the disease. And we have to realize that health sector was ignored since independence. Every government, irrespective of the color, they never bothered about investing on creating infrastructure for healthcare. And this is what we are paying now. We are accused